How you doing, mama? Appreciate you dropping in. Appreciate you for real. I don't know why they be getting this stuff. I don't be respecting the day. I wonder why I keep doing this or whatever. Because I keep this shit in one fold. I know what I'm doing. You do this like 30 times, this shit get a pattern, and that's what I wanted to do. So that's why I keep doing it like that. Know what I mean, anyway, I want to chat back in with y'all because I wasn't planning on logging off. I had to eat something though, son. I'm tired. I don't be I don't know. I gotta change my plan up for this year, man. For real. Like for one, I'm gonna start eating more red meat. That's for one. I gotta get. I was just over there with the boys over there. At, what is it? There? Looking as I'm grabbing some candy. I was just over there with the boys. I shared it too. I'll share it again because it probably got lost in the sauce with my sharing. But I shared 90 Day. They was talking about some dietary stuff. My mother's in dietary. And so it was very interesting to me when they were speaking about that. Thank you, Karen. It was very interesting when they were speaking about that, especially about aspartame and a couple other preservatives that they put in food or whatever. So I'm gonna share that with y'all again, so y'all can go check that out. I think that's regardless of whatever side you're on in the argument. That is, if you say you speak for the people, whatever, whatever, that's something that everybody should know and should be worried about is a dietary. Like for me, a lot of times when I be y'all don't even understanding like it costs me a lot of money, a lot of money to go back and forth or whatever. But I'm gonna get into the subject in a minute. I talk at my pace. You know, I hate when people come in here and they new subscribers and actually they want you to talk at their pace and answer their question. I talk at my own fucking pace. Fuck you if you can't wait. But it's a lot of money that get involved in traveling back and forth on the train all the time. And in between that, I have to conserve some of my money because I got bills and stuff. So, and I live by myself. I ain't nobody helping me. You know what I'm saying? No 50-50 over here. I'm an independent man. Any fucking way. Yeah, so that's why I tell people, yo, make sure you hit the Cash App, $ STRINGERBELL80. Support the channel, you know what I mean? Yeah, for real. I'm a single independent man. Fuck all that. And I need some help too. Shit, but I would appreciate it though. But the reason I brought that up is because it also go into my food and eating and shit like that. And when I say yo, I get in the car, I'm getting the cheapest thing off the menu. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, the average to eat in New York is like $15 to $20 nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So, I mm, I have to eat at least twice in that day. And so, I'm doing these stories and stuff. We just telling y'all, yeah, for real, this is, hmm. Like, like the other day, excuse me, y'all. The other day, when I was doing the piece about Brian Thompson, who they're still looking for his murderer today. I got some updates on that too, and I might as well segue into that after I finish this. But I noticed, I was like, hold up. I'm here at a crime scene. I don't know if that just translated with anybody. So then I watched another vlogger. She saw me do the story where I was actually there in person. Go on my page right now. I did a live there while the rest of the crew was out there. And I also did another piece that I put together and took out my time to. I hope so. I hope so. You know what I mean? But I also took my time to do an edit and literally retrace my steps. And I was able better now because now I could walk beyond where the crime scene was now. So it was actually smart. And so I went back there and I did a second piece, which I uploaded, and it got tagged 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Like people out here are crazy when it comes to how they think nowadays. It's very odd in what they support, financially or otherwise. It just boils my mind. I'm like, I'm here at the actual crime scene, and y'all hear people in the background. The 3 men that I was talking to in the background, there's one point where y'all see me play a video off his phone. Those guys were from listening. Those guys were actually from news outlets. Y'all understand that, right? Y'all do get that, right? And those guys have seen me in multiple. I told you, like you don't know. I know people in major media too. I'm telling no lies. I heard this one girl. She was around me when she was filming. Try to say the same thing. I said, no, the fuck you didn't. Even the people that knew me down there was turning around. They was like, who she know? It's fucking hilarious. No, I'm telling the truth. You know what I mean? For real. Oh, and I respect those guys. Mm-hmm. It really is. It's like before I get into the story, I said this earlier, and I'll say it again. Once February hit, we're on a trajectory where things are going to change. Now, they're not just going to change legally; they're going to change socially. And that change socially could be for the better or it could be for the worse. But I think at that time, and I'm not saying that Trump being elected was a mistake necessarily. I think that the whole governing for Jesus Christ, two of Barack Obama's terms, that's 8 years. They had 4 years of Trump. You still got an overlying influence from, hey, good morning. You still got an overlying influence from when Barack Obama was in there the first time. I'm going to talk about him today too. And the reason I brought him up today because he just recently had a little gathering, and Kamala Harris has now tried this. He's tried this. His wife will probably do this next, and there'll probably be 3 or 4 more of them to do it as we get closer and closer and closer to the inauguration time for Donald Trump. They try to keep these messages of you keep going, don't let up the fight, and all this woke talk and shit. And basically, what they're trying to tell you, all of our subjects, make sure you continue. Continue to post what you post. Continue to think what you think. And no matter how much independence you may gather, stay to fight. This is a generational type of thinking that they want these motherfuckers to have. Mm-hmm. And it ranges from anybody, their targets are anybody from 16 to 55. They want this to be a generational form of thinking, long term, not short term. Most of the products or anything that you see put in front of you in the United States puts it up. They usually do it for the targeted position that they want you to go along, or they have some trajectory that they want to take you in the next coming year, decade, 5 years at minimum, 3 years actually at minimum. Being that the way that information follies, I'll give you an example. When I went to college, they used to call it a 10-day nation. This is less than 12 years ago. They called it a 10-day nation, meaning that, and the term was coined from Rupert Murdoch, really. Do y'all know how networks started out? Let me tell y'all, I learned this in college too. So initially they had something called the Red and the Blue Network, right? Red and the Blue Network. Red and the Blue Network were ABC, American Broadcaster System, and CBS, Central Broadcaster System. NBC, the National Broadcaster System, is the latter of the three, excuse me. So ABC and NBC, yes ma'am. Iced coffee. I don't drink hot coffee too much. It make you temperamental and shit. You know what I mean? Grumpy. Cold coffee seems to do the quite opposite. Back to what I was saying though. Red and the Blue Network, they started out as radio stations. And most people regard it nowadays as covering the war and everything like that. But they also double mechanism that played a part in kind of like, you could say manipulation, which later the German soldiers, and it was another, I think the Japanese soldiers had their own version of it too, where they were trying to, there's a movie you ought to watch, and it's called Miracle of Santa Anna. It's by Spike Lee. Miracle of Santa Anna. And this movie, they depict like black soldiers from like they were like from Mississippi, and Alabama, places like that, right? Just to give you some imagery. And they were stuck in this town under fight in Italy. And one of them finds this stone, it keeps his stone head as good luck or whatever. But they're actually in fight with the Germans. Well, one part of the what's he fine. One part of the story is very interesting because they have this woman that's a German officer, and she has a megaphone, and she's talking through the megaphone, and she's like, Black American or Negro American. She says, Negro American, this is not your war. Why are you here? You could be doing this, you could be doing that, you could, da, 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 da. And then the Vietnam War, they did something similar to that. They've had them in there, and they would be like, Black man, this is not your war. Why are you here? Why are you, you know what I mean? Like, seriously, I'm dead serious. So Red and Blue Network, if you put it in the guise of that, they really were kind of like propaganda tools for what was that type of media, which was radio. So the Red and Blue Network, they muster off, and then come to trickulation when you come to terrestrial television, and then later on the uploading of files and blah 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 blah, blah to what we have current here is YouTube, and our new medium of choice as far as media is concerned, both vocal media and visual media. So hold on one second, because I get a headache talking about shit like this. I really do, because I've been trying to find out. You always try to find the most simplistic ways to speak to people. It helps. Well, anyway, now that we're here, since we've had something happen in this past almost 20 years now that has never happened before, where ordinary citizens have the opportunity and the choice to hop online and spew whatever the fuck they want to spew, as luxury will put it. You know what I'm saying? They can put up the darkest, deepest thoughts or whatever, and they can do it under the cord of never being noticed or whatever, based on the fact of how this place works. Like literally, I can say whatever I want to say to you, and if I'm gonna have a fake profile, unless you do an IP reverse run, I'll never know who you are. Luckily, I know how to do that, and I got just the means of doing it, which I've done several times. But long story short, we are now in a trajectory of a time where people, I believe, have a little bit too much voice, the wrong people. Now, see, it's nothing wrong with people having an opinion or anything like that, or whatever the case may be. But how I bring all this into contention is, I believe that whole time with Barack Obama, that 8 years, and the influence they were able to put, because prior to what he implemented, we had never seen that in the U.S. society before. For all those that are for it, we had never seen that before. Any of the ideals he had, the way he pushed them, how quickly he pushed them, and how Joe Biden kind of played the background for another purpose. A lot of people think that Joe Biden played the background because of whatever situation. No. Joe Biden's background was already kind of muddied. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when it all falls down, Joe Biden's reputation was already muddied. You know, he had sat on the Judiciary Committee. He oversaw what was that motherfucker's name? Him and Anita Hill. Clarence Thomas, who was Supreme Court Justice, I believe he still is. Him and his wife Virginia. That's a big one, boy. That's a big one right there. I don't know how, like, you ever look at some women and just be like, I don't know how how did that register with you? And then you look at the dude, you'd be like, it makes sense, but you could have did, what was her job? She's a Humpty Dumpty looking motherfucker right there, boy. Yeah, my God. Yeah, she is. But anyway, Clarence Thomas and Anita Hill. If you don't know the case, go look it up. And you must be familiar with Virginia. That's a big motherfucker, boy. And she's one of them big, girthy, Heimen, like Doschkenheimen Hagendash ass big bitches. Straight from the Alps. She built like she walked through 12 inches of snow carrying logs for firewood. Ass big. That's a big broad. And she's taller than him. I'm not making this up. He married the bitch. I'm just saying that he knew what she looked like. He knew what the setup was. He's like this tall. She like that tall. You see my hand off the screen, right? He like this tall. She's like this tall. She's taller than him. Go right now. Look up Virginia Thomas, Clarence Thomas' wife. Go look her up right now. I swear to God, it's a big bitch. Hold on. See, I don't think I'm. And she kind of looked like George Washington in the face. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't talk about the president like you know who George Washington is. Watch what I show you. She kind of look like George Washington in the face. Hold on, I got y'all. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This broad kind of look like George Washington in the face. I'm trying to tell you. Hold on one second. But Joe Biden oversaw. Yeah, here she go right here. Let me get a better picture of her though. And this is what she looked like when they were younger, so I could be fair. All right, I'm gonna show them through the years. All right, I ain't gonna cap. This is what they looked like when they first got together, and she was hard in the face then. She was kind of hard in the face back then. I mean, he really said, "Yeah, this is it right here." This nigga was wilding. She almost looked like the she almost she almost looked like the mascot for McDonald's. His small says, "We never know." Like, listen, don't hold it back. Like, oh, Virginia here might have had a vacuum cleaner. You know what I'm saying? She knocked him back in that chair one evening. He was like, "Yeah, this is shit." Hold up, y'all. Hold on. Y'all stay with me. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. I see y'all getting in here. All right. Now y'all saw what she looked like right there, right? This is them when they first got together and got married. All right. This is when they first got together and got married. So this is an earlier picture of them. I mean, still, she got that George Washington looking face. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Where'd you think that was headed? She ain't bad looking right there, but she just, she got a strong jaw right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Would have been some questions. I mean, I'm just saying, she got a strong face. That's all. All right. So hold on one second. I want to show you how shit ended up. All right. Even right here, as they're older, she looked decent. You understand what I'm saying? She looked decent. She looked decent. She looked decent. Even they older right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, hold on and wait till you see this shit right here. Imagine getting this far. And goddamn. Oh shit. She had the Shrek green dress on, like the emerald Shrek green Irish eyes are singing dress. That's a big bitch, boy. That's one big bitch. She ain't that hard in the face, but she hard in the face. But she ain't that hard in the face. But she hard in the face. He ain't smiling no more. You notice that, Red Hunter? She's smiling, but he ain't smiling. He's like, man, I gotta go home, knock this big bitch down. And just to give y'all an idea, like I said, I'm not fronting. This is how much taller she is than him. I told you this is a big bitch. I can't make this up. This is what that's like Shrek and Donkey. They look like Shrek and Donkey. This is a big motherfucker. Look where the window pane is, and look where her head is, the top of her head. If I'm lying, y'all correct me. All right. If I'm lying, y'all correct me. This is a big motherfucker. Boy, I had to. I said, God damn, she got the Shrek emerald Irish eyes are swinging green dress on too look, she got the sparkle. She went all out. And I don't give a fuck. Like some people, they be ugly and they think they wear dope clothes and make them look better. No, you just a ugly nigga in dope clothes. Like this motherfucker, that's Shrek and Donkey right there. I'm trying to tell you. She look like right now. Now maybe let's say Fiona. That's Fiona and Donkey. She look more like Fiona, right? Let's say Fiona. That's Fiona and Donkey. Let's at least get a gender right. You know what I'm saying? She is a woman. You know what I'm saying? Fiona and Donkey. They going to look for Shrek. Yeah, they going to look for Shrek. So, come on, donkey. Donkey. We have fun, Shrek. Come on, donkey. Fiona. Fiona. Fiona and Donkey going to look for Shrek. Put some lights on that tree. Oh shit, right? She looked like a Chris. She could pass for an emerald. You right. An emerald from the forest of fucking all. Oh shit, they niggas is in here talking about she look like an elk. She like a tall elk emerald. For the country of hell and nah. This motherfucker. I'm gonna stop. Y'all think I be lying? I told y'all I don't be lying. That's a big motherfucker. I know who she is. Virginia Thomas. So anyway, back to Joe Biden. Joe Biden presided over this guy's case, in which it was the same thing at that time. It was, and this is why I said a lot of people had an argument. Said, well, Joe Biden, he wouldn't pardon Diddy or whatever. Well, he helped get, if he wouldn't have been on the Judiciary Committee and head of the Judiciary Committee at that time, I do personally believe that he said NFL draft day, y'all fucking crazy. She do look like she built like a running back, ain't she? Oh shit. Fiona Shrek, number 27, Fiona Shrek. All right, listen, we gonna leave that big bro alone. Listen, anyway, when he was over the Judiciary Committee, he was president and head of the Judiciary Committee. Clarence Thomas had been brought up on a lot of charges, including sexually harassing Anita Hill. You guys should look up this story. And he presided over that, and they decided to exonerate Clarence Thomas of any wrongdoing to the potential that it would harm his potential career. Do I think the words and mucklings of Virginia had something to do with it? It's a possibility. Do I think the words and mucklings of certain favors that were put in? There's a possibility. Make no mistake about it, Joe Biden helped niggas before. So it won't be his first time. And if you think for, well, listen, I say this and I say this with clarity. I got a clip that I'm gonna throw up for y'all. But if you see this 61-page document that they have of Hunter Biden and the things he's accused of and the things he did, the guy had a $2,500 a day. I think he had petty cash of like $7,000, but had a $2,500 a day cocaine habit. The guy did. You know, he abused prostitutes. There's a video of him running after a prostitute. Same way y'all see that video of Puff running out of the hotel. There's a video of Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, doing the exact same thing, but he's butt naked. At least Puff had a towel on him. He's butt naked, running through the hallway after a prostitute he thought stole some crack from him. Can't make this shit up. I can't make this is the fucking president. So what make you think? And it's not a possibility. Because I heard a couple motherfuckers up there say, oh, Joe Biden went, no. We live in an age of surprise now. This is not the traditional days of once before. Guys, make sure y'all hit that like button. Over 110 people in here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Show some love on here. We just on here having a little quiet conversation about Hunter Biden real quick before I get into the Barack Obama, what's the name? Trump rates, what's your point? Oh, bye-bye. We don't do goofies. No, we're talking about Joe Biden. We're not talking about Trump and you trying to compare it to Trump or whatever. Trump got caught on 34. Trump, the most gangsters motherfucker out here. Do y'all not realize this nigga got convicted of 34 motherfucking crimes and this nigga ran for president and won? This is the gangsterest shit ever. This nigga had 34 felonies. What the fuck is you talking about? 34 felonies. Had a previous case that I covered with Stormy Daniels that was basically a hush money for sex case. You understand what I'm saying? His charges are getting reversed. Some of his charges are getting dropped. Some people are down, I think down in Atlanta, they don't even want to prosecute him now. What are we talking about? Hmm? Now you gotta be up to date. You come in here talking to me. You gotta be up to date. Don't hit me with your sentiments and your emotions. Fuck your sentiments and your emotions. And what's going on is going on in front of your face. You understand what I'm saying? And what has been shall be, and it will continue on. Therefore, there's some structures of the world. This civilization couldn't exist without these rules being implemented. It just couldn't. It would get out of line, and that's what's happening now with this whole woke culture that Barack Obama and Joe Biden have they didn't craftily create it. I mean, if you really want to go back, it goes all the way back to George Orwell. George Orwell predicted this stuff a long time ago. You understand what I'm saying? He really did. Where you have some sorts of Unitarian type of society that's really, I mean, if you really want to put it, is quasi communist, quasi totalitarianism, socialism is a leading reason why it's allowed. Once you give people little trinkets and things like that, you can pretty much get away with anything. You know what I'm saying? There's a saying I heard from a great man named Bobby Glanton Smith. And he said, you can't, in order to feed the people, in order to lead the people, you need to feed the people. So if you can't feed the people, you can't lead the people. And there's great sentiment behind that. And so, and this is a black gentleman that said this, basketball player, as a matter of fact. The whole influence they left has now been pushed, and it's being pushed in remnants. And they're trying to almost leave little markers. Like I see AOC, she's doing some promotion, trying to endorse and push further the whole, woke agenda, woke movement or whatever, because they want it generationally. They want the children of these people that they're implanting in right now to think that way, but in its extreme. And what they don't realize is when you don't have order, this is when you have crazy things happen. Like, people shooting, healthcare CEOs because they mad about a policy. People coming to a country where they're really not welcome, but they force themselves to think that they're welcomed. And, you got many different factors that factor in to this whole woke thing and people being sensitive. I mean, at what point would you not see your neighbors suffering? I'm talking about your neighbors. What point would you not see your neighbors suffering financially? You won't go help them, but you go help out some total strangers. Donate your time, donate your money, donate gift baskets and everything else to folks, and they're not appreciative of it. In other words, they kind of look at it as, haha, joke's on you in reality. You understand? What's the update on that gap in your tooth? I don't know, man. Why are you looking at another man's mouth? Let's all pay attention to Tyrone Biggums. Tyrone, why are you looking at somebody's mouth? You like boys or some shit like that? How long was you in jail for? Did they take advantage of you? You ain't been the same since, huh? Look here, man. Next time, just give them the honey. Just don't take the honey buns, all right? So you boys getting a lot of trouble like Tyrone. Y'all going to these prison cells, things like that. Y'all want to take 2-for-1s and everything like that. And y'all ain't got the money to pay them back. What happened? That motherfucking that mail order was a little bit late, wasn't it? Huh? Little late. They ain't put on your books or nothing up. So you gave up yourself for about 4 honey buns. I want you to think about that, Tyrone Biggums, next time you out here looking at some man's mouth. Don't write things like that in people's chat rooms. Listen, it's going to be all right, all right? It's going to be all right. Don't nobody know but you, okay? It's okay. And next time, if you ever get locked up, just remember, no 2-for-1 on the honey buns. All right, Tyrone, we're going to let you go. All right, Tyrone, shout out Tyrone, man, for stopping through, man. That nigga got took for 400 bucks. Word, I know his story. Ain't no nigga gonna ever tell you. That's one thing. Ain't no nigga gonna ever tell you. You know what they're gonna tell you? They're gonna tell you one story. I poked this nigga up with a fucking plastic fork. That's what they gonna tell you. No, you think I'm joking. In the chow hole. I poked that shit. That was with a plastic fork. Listen, let me try to tell you something. So you take this finger right here, right? And you squeeze as tight as you can, and all those little motherfucking individual spaces come together tight. You hold that motherfucker like that. See that top finger right there? You hold that shit like that. And then the rest of the part right there is braced. You understand what I'm saying? So when you and it's just poking that nigga, I'm trying to tell you, I hit that nigga like 5 times before they heard me. That nigga try to play me on some other shit. It's a long story, but that's written, so it's documented. Not by no homies either. I mean, you, the people. Hey, Jamie, I said, yo, all right, I give up. It was like, hit him again. The nigga shit me like 4 times that pepper spray. I was like, oh shit. I was like, all right, I'm good. Give me some water, you motherfuckers. Y'all just spray me like that. What y'all worry about? Y'all know this motherfucker. I swear to God to you. You look that shit up yourself. I don't do that. Yo, that's the homie so and so. No, nigga. Go to the place where I told you. You understand what I'm saying? You understand. Ain't fucking way, man. When you get guys like that, you gotta just realize that's just who they are, whatever. That shit don't bother me, man. Women think I'm beautiful. I like, you're not gonna get me with, and I just want to say this while I go back to the subject where we're talking about, we're going to continue talking about Barack Obama. But I want to let this know of anybody in here, because I see there's over 100 people in here, and for some odd reason, nobody can hit the like button, which is very easy to hit. The only thing you have to do is just touch the screen. It's been implemented now. Just touch the screen, and at the top, you're going to see the like button. Just hit the like button for me, please. I appreciate it. I just had 10 people, they rather log off than hit the like button. That's pathetic. So you know they don't like me. Anyway, when you get people like that, the best thing to do is just joke the fuck out of them. You understand what I'm saying? We say, thank you, I appreciate it. That's the best thing to do, just joke the fuck out of them. And maybe it'll encourage the motherfuckers not to come around or whatever. As far as trying to embarrass me, you're going to find this about me. When it come to hood babble insults, I don't get bothered by that. You know, that nah type of attitude, low vibration, that shit don't bother me. Like it really don't, because for it to bother me, for one, I would have to take your opinion of life and things within life seriously. And in most cases, when I hear the regular babble that be online, it's always in the core of gossiping, trying to shame somebody, shaming techniques, and you know, low condescent type of conversations that really don't matter to nothing. And people try to, and make themselves inclusive to situations they don't even have any privy to. Like I was talking about that earlier with Jaguar Wright, my last podcast, before I started this one. You always have this contingency of people out here that want to co-navigate or get involved without getting their hands dirty. And life just don't work that way. Like if you want to, like so many people, projecting. So many people, if you notice, when I click the profile and I said, well, how many followers does this motherfucker have? And I thought it was funny as hell the other day. I saw another motherfucker that's been seeing what I was doing over here. And if you're here right now, bitch, I've been watching you. And so you see, 10 people just dropped off what I said. Because a lot of these bitch ass niggas, they be over here watching shit that niggas is doing. Hey, Justin, they be watching shit that niggas is doing, then they run back and try to do it on their page. What up? What's going on, Patrick? So the other day, chick did the same thing. She was like, yeah, you can just do this. Like she was teaching her class and shit. I was like, oh, you got that from me, shorty. You said something to me in my chat room before. Like motherfuckers don't be understanding. But when I show people how many people they got on their chat room, you seen that? Okay. So I'm not making this stuff up. That was like when I was talking about with the Jaguar Wright thing. Everybody thought I was lying about that. And I said, and then it came up. Shout out to OG Patrice for doing that. I know you and Jag fighting. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all interaction. Y'all listen, both y'all motherfuckers is women. I don't get in that shit. I got 2 sisters. Never get in the middle of 2 women fighting, physically or verbally. You was not gonna win. You understand what I'm saying? Now she beating the shit out the bitch, and the bitch gonna be unconscious or something. Pull off of her. She gonna kill her. Cause I done been in a bit with that. I'm like, nah, bitch, don't hit her with the bottle too. I got a whole girl. Poochie, don't stab her. What the fuck is you doing? Everything with Poochie gotta involve somebody getting cut, shot, something like, oh shit, let me stop. Let me stop. I'm snitching this shit like my fault. What up, Daddy? God bless you, man. Thanks for your critical thought. I appreciate you, Patrick. Patrick, make sure you and others, make sure y'all hit the Cash App, support the channel, man. We got some goals. I want to have a good Christmas this year. I have not had a good Christmas. If you've been here for my whole 5 years, well, 4 years I've been here. Y'all know I had quite a moment to go through, and I've been recuperating since then from that moment of the pandemic and it just going through the motions. That's why I work every day. That's why some people be like, yo, you be on here every day. I be like, every day. Every day. The minimum, the less that you'll see from me in a 12-hour cycle or a 24-hour cycle is 2 videos at minimum. At minimum. Yeah, all day long I'm editing videos. I wish my like this is the thing. I know my neighbors, they probably think I'm like a fucking hermit or something like that. Cause the only thing they don't, I mean, when I'm quiet already, y'all know that for the most part. I'm just a quiet person. But I'll be in here and I literally be between like 4 different fucking devices editing footage. So I might be editing like for example, I edit a short here. Like yesterday, for example, I was editing the visuals that y'all got from the crime scene from this guy Brian Thompson. That's it. I always keep forgetting his name. So I uploaded that. That's right now. You can just go into my shorts area, and it's right there. It's the last one I uploaded in my shorts. And I want to do some more with that too. And if you guys want to see that today, I think you'll like what I have to provide with that. See, there's some erotic things that go on within this story. That somebody's sitting in their bedroom that live clear across the country or whatever, they can't point out to you, but I can. And then one of them, if it go right, you know what I'm saying? I'll show y'all that one of the particular places I'm familiar with more than you think. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna show that to y'all today. So if y'all want to support that, y'all can. If not, y'all keep supporting them niggas that be gossiping and lying to you and shit like that. But 2025 gonna be the year that a lot of podcasters gonna be the fuck up out of here because people gonna start realizing these niggas was lying the whole time, and them niggas they said that was lying is actually the niggas that's telling the truth. Trust me when I tell you this. Yeah, I like Christmas too, but I ain't had a good Christmas in like 2 years. Like, for real, I went through some hell. Like, I don't even know. And niggas be like, yo, nigga, y'all don't realize how motherfucking strong I have to be for myself. That's why I fear nothing. I don't fear no nigga. I always been by myself. And I always did shit by myself. You know what I'm saying? I would do shit and come back and tell nigga, they'd be like, yeah, all right. Then the niggas show up that I did it to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be a wild ass nigga. And then, like, you know, I still am, but I be chilling. I know how to, you know what I mean? Keep my temperament. When you are doing it all by yourself, it's extremely hard to recover from hardship. Yeah, I ain't got no support system. I ain't got no support system. Even though y'all hear me on here, and I always have the notion to take up for the music industry because that's all I know. You know, if you have been making cookies and making pizzas for 20 years, I wouldn't judge you about what you would know. Makes sense? So even with Huggy, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Huggy, she know how to sing. This is what we know how to do. This is our profession. This is what we know how to do. I know how to do other things. I know how to edit, of course. I know how to talk real good when I need to, of course. Um, I know how to cover stories, of course. But my profession is I'm a musician. And that's why I came into this business. I'm a musician. I'm not a worker. I'm not per se any other, you know, whatever you want to put me under as far as my past background with Bad Boy Entertainment and all that. I was an artist. I recorded in Daddy's house. I'm one of the last ones that recorded in Daddy's house. And the nigga that was the manager of Daddy's house know me on a first name basis, and he'll tell you that. You understand what I'm saying? That I didn't recorded with producers that have worked with Shakira, Justin, um, Jesus Christ, what's homeboy's name? Wyclef, Haitian Fresh was in one of my studio set efforts. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Haitian Fresh. I've worked with Fabulous. All the producers they've worked with, they were in Daddy Says. I worked with them. Shout out to Shaquan. Shout out to Flames Flow. Shout out to Steve. Um, Tony, of course, that ran the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like all them people know me. Last time I was in Daddy's house, I was up there with Hard Pierre, Black Rob, Flames, Floor, and myself. They was working on at that time they was working on some type of remixes for Faith Evans at that time. And Black Rob was seeing if he could catch something so he could be on one of the remixes. That's what I know what I'm talking about. You can go ask them niggas yourself. That's why I tell niggas all the time, go ask them. I don't get off on lying because once you get into the mode when you get off on lying, you gotta stay with the lies. See what I'm saying? Once as you tell the truth, that's why I like even the niggas I beef with. You ever notice I don't never make nothing extra up about them? Like don't think I'm coming at either one of them. That's your favorite vloggers. But even with Pork Chop, I never made nothing up about Pork Chop. Pork Chop had whole fucking segments behind a paywall. And I ain't gonna tell y'all who Pork Chop is. If you know who he is, you know who he is. You don't know who he is, you don't know who he is. But Pork Chop with the glasses. Pork Chop went through paywalls trying to convince people, don't donate to me, don't support me, this, that, and other, and the third. Meanwhile, this nigga going off gambling at the casino. I'm like, nah, you the nigga we shouldn't trust. Because when I say, yo, make sure y'all hit the Cash App, I follow it up with a show. You follow it up by, all right, y'all, I'm about to hop on this page. On Viva Las Vegas. That nigga be just like that with y'all motherfucking Cash App. Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. He goes straight to the casino with y'all money. You fucking gambling addict, fucker you. And it's your truth. He even knows he's a fucking gambling addict. He sits there and tries to play it over. Who, me? Yeah, you, nigga. You taking Cash Apps going gambling. The fuck? And then the bitches that donate to him allow it. Like he do it right in their face. That's why I don't even feel sorry for them. I'm like, you're a bunch of the most gullible, dumb. I need some gullible, dumb bitches like that on my shit. And I'd probably fuck him up. Oh shit, he really do what he say he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That's what fuck people up. They be like, yo, I didn't show people. I used to have this thing. Anybody that's been here a long time with me, they know this. I used to have this thing. I'm gonna get into the stories and all that. I got time. There was a time where I used to every time I would get donations, I would film what I did with the money. Like for real. Like ask any of my old subscribers. I have like probably like at least 3 years of this routine. Just go to my shorts and just flip through there and you'll see it for yourself. Tons of thank you videos. And then I started seeing like there was actually motherfuckers that were getting mad and going to tell the people that I was making the thank you notes for. They would find their name, go follow that person and tell the person, don't donate to that nigga no more. I heard he did it. I'm like, what kind of snake shit is that? Like, there's this contingency, and I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Yes, there is, because even y'all talk about them amongst the other vloggers, whether you in the T sector, B sector, whatever the fuck else. Y'all all talk about these people. There's a contingency of niggas that go around. Yes, I said it just like that. Niggas, not black people, not black African Americans, niggas. Otherwise would be the lowest bottom. But look, I hang in the projects in every fucking borough in New York City. There's people that are project people, and then there's people that just live in the projects. That a little too quick for you? There's project people, and then there's just people that live in the projects. And y'all done see me at all of them. You understand what I'm saying? All of them. I done took y'all to them on this camera. We ain't got a front. You understand what I'm saying? Homeboy said he went on Marcy and got shot at. I'm hearing that's a lie now. Is it a lie? It didn't surprise me niggas did would have popped him. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I ain't asked nobody. It wasn't that important to me. I know when I was over there at nighttime and I was streaming for y'all saw I was quite comfortable, right? all right. You know what I'm saying? I was out there like 10 o'clock at night. In front of the PJs. I'm talking about, when I say in front of the PJ, I'm talking about when everybody walk in, where the fucking sign is behind me. She said, I remember that, your grocery shopping blogs. I remember the coconut ice cream. Yeah, see, I'm not lying. I used to do that show all the time. They see your potential and it terrifies them. I believe that too. Like, I saw with Shorty, the TT chick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to TT. I kind of want to hit it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, like the TT chick, right? She saw the other day, and I know she did. She saw the other day when I went live down there. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that bitch follow me, and I follow her. I watch you too, bitch. Better watch what you say. Better watch what you say. If you're Sean Diddy comes, and oh my God, she sounds like a bad version of a Valley chick. And she gonna be like, "What you know, nigga?" Bitch, I live in Connecticut. What the fuck is you talking about? And I've been here about like damn near my whole entire fucking life. We have shoreline people that are multi-millionaires. Martha's Vineyard was right across the water from me. I've been out to Martha's Vineyard with my friend Shannon and my other friend Christy. All right, we spent a fucking week out there in the vineyard. All right, West Hampton and East Hampton is a ferry ride away from here. If you're unfamiliar with it, that's the Hamptons. Okay, the CEO from Kmart had a home over there. Yep, all your donations were used for your new place and mortgage expenses. That's it. Right now, I got some other expenses. I need new gear. I need a whole bunch of shit. And I could have bought it had I not put faith in my subscribers. That's my point. So that's why I tell people, maybe it's not the best thing to try to be honest with African American urban crowds, because that doesn't seem to be what they want. They'd rather for you to lie to them and sell them something that's not true. I played y'all some audio earlier of an interaction between Whack 100. Hey, what's going on, Ruby Johnson? Between Whack 100 and big homie CC. I'm pretty sure that'll be the talk of the town sometime today. This right person gets hold to it. Somebody sent it to me. I just chose to play it. I'm not gonna get my other reaction in. One point, which ain't me saying nothing new. See, I don't want to be one of them niggas to be like, yeah, see, I told you, because I don't know. But I will say this. Hey, Bonds, if you see this, Roger Bonds, you see this? I hit up Breeze, you know what I'm saying? Breeze said he didn't know the nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, all right, and that was it. Because I know, you know what I'm saying? He would have edited it, you know what I mean? And then I asked, nothing. So I was like, all right. You get me, Bonds? So, like, if you see this on the playback, you know what I'm talking about. But I reached out a couple times, you know what I mean, to people, and it was kind of like the same thing. It was kind of like the same thing to me. I didn't see it as being something that I needed to talk about and total. I didn't want, no, it's not low vibration. I'm not going there. That's why I said I chose not to talk about it. And I just played the audio because of pure simple fact that I think that time will reveal itself. How about that? He ain't never said nothing about me. You know what I mean? Well, just watch what you say, though, homie, on these blogs. These niggas ain't your friend. Just go to work. Who's a fuck, you know? Well, first of all, thank you for pointing that out. Got you. First of all, no, I ain't think you mentioned it in a negative way. I thought you thought I was going to start talking about that. Now, I'm not going to talk about that. First of all, my nigga, you sound like a cornball. You know what I mean? Second of all, my page is monetized. Don't you see those products down there? So since you're such a good, let's call him out. What's his name? Kelvic Grant. I run my own business too. And so you can see there's a whole bunch of products down there on the left-hand side, and I get a small commission off of that. So since you don't want to donate, why don't you take your good having money ass and go buy a product right now? Let me see it. You said, well, I go to work. Well, I do. That motherfucker hopped off. See that? You see how whole niggas do? I quit trying to tell y'all. I gotta watch these motherfuckers. Now you'll see that's the second person that did that. There's niggas that come in here and try to tell your crowd what you should and shouldn't be doing. Pay attention. And I guarantee that motherfucker was black. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. The white dudes, when they come in here, they'll say some funny shit or some goofy shit or, I sucked on a witch's titty or some dumb shit like that. I know how to distinguish that. When you heard that nigga say, who gives a fuck and all that shit, that's because they jealousy. And a lot of these arguments are sparked from jealousy. That's the number one psychological point that we never point out in matter. Now, motherfucker, if you knew the trajectory and you was as smart as you think you are, then you would know this much. Number one, oftentimes, if not multiple times, I have expressed on here how I used to live in a different part of Connecticut. A different part of Connecticut that's by the shoreline. A different part of Connecticut, and coincidentally, that Cassie, the one that y'all have the most information and go into your diatribes on a daily basis, also used to live at, which her brother Roderick, and her cousin David all know me. I used to talk to Roderick on the phone. I just not talked to him a couple times. So this ain't no lie. The last time I was with her and around her was in this same town. Me and her, my homeboy JFK, that's what we call him. He's a producer, local producer around there, white boy. You know what I'm saying? That's my man's right there. From day one, he recorded tracks for me. Shout out to JFK. Shout out to Trinity Techniques. Shout out to Louis. You know what I'm saying? And a couple others. You know what I'm saying? DJ No Question. Shout out to you. You know what I mean? Shout out to DJ Get Right. Motherfucking DJ No Question. I said DJ No Question. DJ S Dot. Shout out to him. RP Shiz. This is my motherfucking area. You know what I'm saying? So anybody out there, this is the difference between reality versus what a nigga want to tell you. So anyway, back to the subject. We have not one ferry, not two ferries, but three ferries. All right. One ferry goes to Martha's Vineyard. Excuse me, not to Martha's Vineyard, it's to Fisher's Island. Another ferry goes to North and West Hampton, where you can meet up with the Long Island Railroad from there. And then we have a third one that goes to a different island out there. You get to Martha's Vineyard by going up through Boston. You almost headed to Boston, but a little bit out of Rhode Island or whatever the case may be. So yes, motherfucker, I've been there. I've been to Caribou, man. I live in this area. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, niggas is so like, there's the thing about African Americans and a lot of Latin Americans too. Instead of stepping their game up, they will express. See, this is really what the whole argument about with Puff is psychologically based. A lot of people, and you listen to white bloggers especially, the lot of reason that y'all not uncovering, but I know it. A lot of these motherfuckers that doing the most talking online right now about Puff and all that shit or whatever, look at their background and that will tell you everything you need to know. Start asking questions. Ask these guys, hey, did you go to high school? Did you graduate from here? Did you graduate from there? Did you do this? Ask them questions. And what you'll very quickly find out is one or two things. One, a lot of these guys are not very, very keen or lit on most things. And you guys got to accept that. A lot of these guys didn't graduate high school. A lot of these guys haven't graduated secondary collegiate institution. None of that. And you're taking advice from them. So when you start getting to the specifics, so these panderers, because that's what they are, they're panderers. Yeah, excuse me, I'm eating a piece of candy on camera. I know, but these things are good. They start pandering to their audiences. So they send them false narratives, make you believe they care about stuff they don't care about, shit like that. This is what these people do. So now we got two girls that were accused of Diddy or something, right? We got, who's that media takeout talking about they got some recordings they took in the courtroom, which you're not supposed to be recording in there. And now they're going to share them to the media either last night or tonight or whatever. I also tell anybody that was playing that audio, Whether you delete it, remove it, or put it somewhere else, you could be held liably and responsible for that, as including you too, King Pang. As including you too, King Pang. I saw what you did last night. A lot of talent, but I can never fuck with him anymore. He's sneaky. Sneaky motherfucker. Real sneaky motherfucker. Oh man. But keep doing your thing though. Doing a fine job, boy. Fine job, ain't it? Worth every penny. Anyway, worth every penny. Better wake up, boy. Might be doing the wrong people's work. Might be doing the wrong people's work. I ain't never seen niggas running for freedom back to the plantation. That's gonna go over a lot of people's heads. I ain't never seen motherfuckers claim they running for freedom running back to the plantation. These niggas is running back to the plantation. You ain't even got to scare them. They coming back. They coming back, Candy. Michelle Candy. They coming back. How many people escaped while I was gone, Steven? 2. Ass motherfuckers. A lot of people will sit there and they'll say, oh, well, you're rambling, whatever. And I'm just giving you the specifics of how these niggas move and run. And like a lot of these people, they don't want me to tell you how they operate because it messes up their money. You understand what I'm saying? Well, you messed up my money. So why not? You know what I mean? Like you saw that one sucker that just came in here a few minutes ago. He was talking all that shit. I said, buy a product from right there. You can buy products. There's products right there. You ain't got to just donate. You can buy products. I got stuff from No Strids. I got stuff from what else is in there? What else we got in there? Let me know in the chat room. I think I got No Strid. I got Cologne, Versace Red. I got all that in there. You know what I'm saying? For all you high-end ballers there, claim y'all are. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody spending no money. It's crazy, right? Yeah, I know. That's a farce too. I had this one guy. He was like, and the black community and fuck it, O'Shea Duke Jackson. That nigga is just he is. You know what? I ain't even gonna knock his game. I like Duke. You know what? And if you can get your money up out them sucker motherfuckers for them believing that bullshit you preaching, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? For real. This nigga, I ain't never. This nigga's an oxymoron sometimes. Like the nigga said, and he's conflicting. The nigga said he was talking about Tyrese yesterday. And the nigga said basically the contention of this. Well, you know, you came on and you dissed the black community. Or was he talking about Tyrese or talking about somebody else when he said that? But I think he was talking about Tyrese. Well, you cried into the black community, and the black community would have helped you because it's a black dollar there, and the black this, and the black that, and the black this. I said, niggas that do that shit, that's the niggas that's the main hustler niggas right there. I don't never push that shit. Nah, fuck all that. Even when I was doing that shit, and I did it realer than that nigga did it. I'm saying, nigga, I'm the one that took niggas to Wall Street and broke down what the real Wall Street was. It's on this page. Just look it up. You know what I'm saying? Which y'all call Seneca Village. You know what I'm saying? I broke down how the Irish and free indentured servants, prior indentured servants that were Irish and African Americans had built homes down there and churches. It's a big, huge church that this black man built. And this was before the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. The North and the South were already still fighting in the Civil War. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. And I don't know. It's like at one time on YouTube, like the times of Sonetta and all them niggas. Y'all know Sonetta on them. Sonetta and them to be on the streets. They used to be right on 125. I used to pass all them niggas. Sonetta, y'all need to get back out there. It was a different vibe when y'all was outside. I gotta say that. But Sonetta and when he was still, I guess, legitimate, I guess you want to say, Brother Polite, and a lot of them, they used to be right there on the block, and it was exuberating walking past them brothers, hearing them brothers preaching all that shit, and them brothers just moved away because they, I don't know, for whatever reason or another. But I know the difference between when I hear that real enthralled pro-black shit and when I hear the phony pro-black shit, and using pro-black as a temperament, as a hustle. You know what I mean? It really is. Pro-black been used by a couple YouTubers for a couple of years as a hustle. They do it in the Latin community too, believe it or not. especially in Brazil, Colombia, Cuba, and the Dominican Republic. Which Cuba and Dominican Republic I can't get into on here and tell y'all how, but la gente latina, tú sabes, ese espíritu, tú sabes, pero un shango, tú sabes, no, claro, Irish, tú sabes, no, shango Irish, but it's like no matter how much you try to push a narrative of negativity as far as it concerns with, hey, who should, you donate to, you don't donate to, support, or whatever. I just want to say to every YouTuber that's coming up, don't worry about it. 2025, just like Cat Williams said, I'm saying 2025 going to expose a lot of these vloggers. Trust me, if you don't believe nothing else I tell you, believe that. A lot of these vloggers, they've been lying to y'all for years and gassing y'all up for years and pushing false narratives. They gonna fucking get out of here. Now, I want to go back and circle back around because I just briefly mentioned it, but I'm gonna talk about it in more detail here. There's some audio evidently that was recorded from somebody from Media Takeout, and I first heard this on Wednesday because somebody else told me about it. You know what I'm saying? And no, it wasn't who you think it was. Shout out to her though. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't her. You thought that was the only one. No, it wasn't her. So anyway, it was deeper than that. I was there before I even ran into her. I had to have a conversation. I'm gonna say this the right way. I had to have a conversation, and I had the conversation, and some the necessary protocols will be taken because I see something else going on here, and that will not happen. Oh no, 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 that will not happen. That will not happen. Mm-mm. So yeah, that'll be taken care of. Let's go around. I heard one nigga. What's that nigga's name on the Popcorn Planet shit? Hey yo, Popcorn Planet nigga, Barney Rubble. Don't pull it. Don't pull it, homie. I know I look sweet and cuddly, but don't pull it, homie. Trust me on this one, all right? Stay out there in your little farmland town or whatever you at in the middle of wherever the fuck America, and mind your business. You fat fucking fuck. I guess he thought I was, or see, I'm familiar when white people of certain lower caliber try to throw you a fishing rod link. So he tried to throw a fishing rod link out, talking about I'll pay somebody if they want to do it. Nigga, take any doubt a dollar you got and cram it up your whole entire family ass. And I mean that in a real way. I'll be able to pick a job. Anybody in the chat room think that's funny? Anybody? Anybody in here think it's funny? Millennial Purge TV. Let's see how successful y'all niggas are. You've been on here for 2 years and you got 10 followers. Oh no, hold on. That's my baby right there. No. Where's this nigga at? Where is he at? Yeah, nigga, in my place. And a place you can't be at. He been on here for 2 years and got 1 subscriber. Let's get this nigga up out of here. Don't play with you. What the fuck you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do? Tell me. Right, what the fuck you gonna do? Go ahead. Scare me. Come on. You gonna tell me some tough guy nigga shit? What you gonna do? Hey, yo, me and my homies and da. Metza, pangusi. Huh? Metza, banfangu. The fuck? This nigga literally got 2 motherfucking pages writing fucking caca on my fucking page. The fuck out of here. Fucking cocksucker. Anyway, see what I mean? That's why you gotta be like that on here. You understand? And get your other comment out of here too. I don't fucking know you. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Was that the fat boy? Was that him? Fat boy, let me tell you something, right? I know you're gonna hear this out. This go for you and Casper, the friendly fucking snitch over there with you, right? You and Casper. Now you better watch it. That's the problem with these YouTuber motherfuckers. They just randomly talk to anybody and everybody like, oh, I know you. Motherfucker, you don't know me, and you're getting this shit fucked up. This is not real. You understand what I'm saying? But me up on you, that's real. You understand what I mean? Like, get the difference or whatever. Popcorn planet for you get popcorned and popped. Pussy ass nigga. That's another thing too. Jag, I gotta say this much though, Jaguar right. You going over there on Piers Morgan and allowed a whole bunch of these pussy ass non-fucking journalist motherfuckers on here. These motherfuckers are the low batch of journalists. Let me tell you something. And I'm being honest here. The Anton LaVey Atwood dude, I respect. I don't like your man fake Thor or he's a pussy. You know what I'm saying? And I say that from the bottom of my fucking heart. Who else? But I like Anton LaVey Atwood. Fuck, I'm gonna give him his real name, Sean Atwood, overall outside the Diddy shit because of some of the material he's got up there. You understand what I'm saying? That's Hitters Club. You know what I mean? But outside of him, who else would I say that I care for that died tribal and things? Sean Atwood. When I say it at like a 70% rate. When it comes to Diddy shit, you don't get me agree on none of that shit. Because you're not a judge or an attorney. Respectfully. The other Lionel that he has on there, not the Lionel B, the other Lionel. That's my fucking guy. I like that fucking guy a lot. Yeah, it's weird. People like a certain part of Florida, they almost sound like they're from New York. It's like this weird accent they have. People from St. Louis, a lot of them have it too. It's like this weird twang of English in it, but it almost sounds like a northern accent, part of Florida he's from. Because I've met people from Miami that have that accent. It's weird, but it almost sounds like it's a New York Yankee accent, but it's southern. It's just in some of their words, not all of them. But I like that motherfucker, the other Lionel, OG, with the glasses, white guy. He knows what he's talking about. He's ex-prosecutor, don't you know? I like that guy. But other than that, the rest of these guys that popped up, like the popcorn fucking whatever the fuck his name is, I ain't even say his name too many times. The motherfuckers they think every time you mention their name, that's free promo. Now that my fucking subscribers don't like it, you stupid fuck. Where you think we're in 2014? If my subscribers don't fucking like you and they like me, they're not gonna come check out who the fuck you are. That's free advertisement. Why they think it works like that? Like, no, my subscribers, if I say don't fuck with you, and my subscribers don't fuck with you, they wouldn't. I don't think most people of color should be running over there anymore. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go talk to the Sean Atwood dude, I think he's fair because he doesn't sit there and try to taunt people and the shit. This nigga has said out his mouth, I don't like Diddy. Yeah, tell him why you don't like Diddy. You don't like Diddy because he's a rich nigga. That's the part you leave out. You don't like Diddy. Sitting up here the other day trying to let me tell you something. Right? Around white women my whole entire life. And before that, we have white people in our family, literally. We have a long history with white Americans. Like I'm very different than a lot of other people. A lot of other people, they'll try to, I'm like, God, I actually grew up around Italians and Greeks all my whole entire life. So I know how white folks are. When you get people, let me tell you what I mean by this. That's not a racial statement, it's a real statement. You get tiers of them, just like you get tiers in any other culture. And I've met the other tiers. So you got like your poor white trash. This is a guy that's typically a mechanic, works some type of trade job or something like that or whatever. Then you got the middle income tier. Those are usually people that are pretty modest, pretty level-headed, pretty down to earth, whatever the fuck case, you can have a conversation with them. And they either sway on conservative or Republican. Yeah, excuse me, conservative Republican or fully, you know what I mean, liberal. Then you have your people that actually fucking matter in white culture. And these are your judges, your police officers, your firefighters, your executives, your fucking your presidents, shit like that. Get the distinct difference or whatever. Anybody don't fall in that third category, I don't give a fuck who you are. You understand what I'm saying? Because just like my old famous saying, you got to remember, I worked for a record company for 17 years. Nigga, I know white men bigger than you. That's the point. I know white men better than you. That's the point. And they'll come to your face and tell you they're better than you. I've had white men come to my defense 80 fucking times in my life. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't need that. You heard that about Q50 getting locked up? I don't talk about niggas getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about niggas getting locked up. Nah, we don't talk about niggas getting locked up. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, it's like several of them. They keep on trying to do that. I told you. They've been trying to do that. That's African Americans for you. And some of them will do it on behest of those two white podcasts that I just spoke about. Ain't that funny? You better not talk about Master Candy like that. Over here talking about Michelle Candy. You better stop talking about Michelle Candy like that. We loves Michelle Candy. Anyway, let's take this forward. I just had to have that little what's the name real quick. Guys, if you like anything that I'm talking about, make sure you hit the Cash App. This is not a T show, so we don't sit up here and read people's documents. We don't talk about who went to jail today unless I want to bring it up. We don't talk about snitching on other motherfuckers. We don't talk about investing like some of these bitch ass niggas are doing right now, trying to flag my live. We don't do that to people. But they sit up there and they complain about white man this, the white man that, the white man this, right? And then run to the white man to tell on another man of color. I can't make this shit up. He says slave of the mind more so than anything, their own worst enemies. So I just wanted to show you, and I'm just gonna make this brief. I ain't gonna keep y'all here long. I'm gonna get on about my business or whatever because I got other things I could be doing. Yeah, I got other things I could be doing. I ain't gotta be fucking with these niggas. We're just getting the views or whatever. Get my monetization going. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna rock out with this last little bit right here. That I gotta let y'all go. I can't be sitting here with y'all all day. I'll let y'all go to the T shows. Let y'all donate to the T shows. What they gossiping about now, girl? I'll let you go to the T shows because we don't do tea over here. You understand what I'm saying? We don't do no tea. We don't do no snitching and all that because that's not what grown men do. Grown men supposed to be out here trying to educate people. And y'all got grown ass men out here lying, backing up bitches they know it's lying, and all kinds of other shit. And for y'all, listen, I don't give a fuck. Before I get into this Barack Obama shit, I just gotta say this to so-called men out here. There's a lot of you men that call yourself so-called men, but I think it's a fantasy within your mind. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna elaborate what I mean by that. A lot of y'all think being a man, especially minority men, they think being a man. Let me give you an example. I can't tell you how many times because this is about what I'm about to segue into is Barack Obama. He's a black dude, but I can't tell you how many times in a day, and I tell y'all this often. I go on my day and literally the first person I got to worry about if I'm dressed a certain way and I look good or I got a certain stride or whatever. The first person to say something to me is never anybody white. It's always somebody Latino or black. Every time. And let me tell you, especially Latino men. Latino men, the light-skinned Latino men, them motherfuckers be confusing me because I'll be like, yo, my nigga, you dress like a black dude, you using slang like a black dude, you trying to walk like a black dude, but like you claiming Latino, like that shit don't make sense, my nigga. Like it seems like you got an identity crisis going on or something. Like, you understand what I'm saying? If that's your position, you know what I'm saying? I'm esta por la blancos, you know what I mean? Respectfully. You understand what I'm saying? But you can't be grabbing the attributes of another man and then act like you that man while not respecting the actual antithesis of where you got it from. You understand what I'm saying? Like all the way down to your shoes, nigga, you wearing Jordans. You wearing Jordans. Don't you get it? You wearing Jordans. So, and I say that yo soy la grito. Entonces, pero hay gente latino. Claro. Okay. So, like for me, it's like it's funny when you get these people that be joining on force with these hoes and these punk niggas and just be like, yo, let's go after this person today or let's go after that person. And they don't do nothing to help the culture. And so that's why I say to a lot of y'all, when y'all running back to these, and I'm not being racist, but when y'all running to these white podcasters, just keep in mind, these motherfuckers don't care about y'all. Only thing you had to do was look at that Piers Morgan situation. I would have thought you would have got it from there. And Piers Morgan was like, oh, well, bitch, we got to let you go. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, Huggy. He was like, oh, well, bitch, we got to rip it out. You know what I'm saying? And kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all I wanted to expound about or whatever, as far as that's concerned. Other than that, I don't really find it any space to sit there and elaborate, you know what I mean, any more further than I need to be on that situation. I think it's entirely up to you to where y'all want to move it with it and everything like that, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud y'all if y'all support these different content creators that move like that. That's on y'all. But please make sure that y'all represent some of the other content creators that are obviously. I mean, it's just obvious they're working more than them. You know what I'm saying? I travel to go do my stories. I don't just sit in my bedroom or whatever. And it costs a lot of money, and I'm doing it on a frequent basis. Whether it's arraignments with Puff, whether it's arraignments with fucking Trump on the Jonathan Major's case, everything else in between. You know what I'm saying? And these guys are lazy. These guys are lazy. They're Google addicts, if anything. So next time I'm gonna get on that a little bit more, but I want to let you guys know I appreciate y'all joining in and rocking out with me. And I will see y'all in a few minutes because I'm gonna do the Barack Obama thing later. I just want this, I'm gonna probably retitle this anyway. I don't know. I don't like sitting here and talking to niggas and for no reason. This is boring. You know what I'm saying? So peace. I will talk to y'all